Okay. Let's stop that.
Hi.
Hello. Okay. Turn my ringer on.
What's up? What's up? Happy Thursday, everybody.
Boop. Everything off. Hi.
What happened, girl? What you doing?
I know. I probably need to get rid of it because I don't know how to do it lightly.
You hear me good? Am I good? Move near.
You're good. You're good. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the April and Tomeeka Show. I am April.
I'm Tomeeka.
For those that are new, there could be some new people. So we do this once a week on Thursday. Last couple of weeks or a few weeks, we did 5 o'clock because we had a conversation afterwards. But now that that conversation is over, we're back to 6 p.m. That is our sweet spot. And I think we're going to stay there for right now. So let's get into it. It's been a crazy week. There's been a lot going on. So in Boulder, Colorado, we have this young man or this white person, just happens to be male, that goes into, I think it's a Kroger, a grocery store.
Grocery store.
And he literally shoots up the place. I mean, it's like...
Correction. He was not white. He was Middle Eastern.
Oh, he's Middle Eastern. He looked white.
But he looked white. So he
Okay. I thought I was crazy. I was like, I seen a picture of him. Okay.
Nobody knew his name or his,
ethnicity
or anything. We would just assume that a white man went into the store and shot it up again. But
right.
not this one. So they're saying it's mental illness.
It's always something other for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. I feel unsafe in this new, I want to say new. I just feel unsafe because somebody else, I shouldn't talk about it, but somebody else got a lesser sentence because they claim mental illness. Not this case, another case that I saw. So they're coming up with all these excuses why these other ethnicities are having these breakdowns or whatever, and they're not being charged to the full extent, because if you get charged with mental, there's some leniency in that sentence because you were not in your right mind. They seem to be able to get that to fly where we do not. We could have the same symptoms, that we're going through the same everyday issues. Okay, these sidebars. Don't you talk about me. Don't you ever talk about me.
I'm so sorry. Because yes, I was about you. 5-5. So you're right. But here's the problem. He killed 10 people. Whether they hang him, fry him.
They're not going to do.
He's going to jail for the rest of his life. And
I don't think he'll go for the rest of his life. I think it'll be a 15 to life. It'll be a number to life. If he gets life, I'll be shocked. And that's sad that I even have to think that way. But I do.
You're right. But here's the problem. He did it in Colorado, and he's Middle Eastern. Okay? If he was white, probably you may be right. He's Middle Eastern. So now they get to say it's not just white men who's doing this shit anymore. This is the terrorist we've always told you about, a Middle Eastern, a Muslim,
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to throw the book at his ass. He killed 10 people and a cop. Don't forget the part about the cop.
That's true.
He'll get life.
I hope so. I hope you're right. Prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. That's what I want.
But you're right. Had it been just, Dylan Roof, we don't know what Dylan Roof is getting right now. Like
nothing. A burger. How would you like it? Medium well. Thank you. Some fries. Oh, yeah. And a cherry crush or something stupid. Like, really? They let him out. And they even said it with this guy. He got let out just as gingerly and, no knee in the neck. No take him down. No karate chops. No nothing. Just, come on, you're going with us. I don't understand that.
And the crazy part is, That young man, whoever he was, who did the carjacking last week, and they shot the little boy, he's dead. But this guy shoots up the whole supermarket, and he comes out pretty unscathed. I mean, he had blood running down his leg, but that's it.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're able to walk out of a mass shooting alive,
right,
and Black men and children are being slaughtered
in the playground, in places where they should be, playground, running around, trying to get some cigarettes, buying a loose leaf, you know, like they're not making it home. They're not making it home for far less of an infraction. One wasn't even an infraction. This, I mean, it's just too much to go through, but I just don't feel safe because I just feel like, oh my life, that the penalty never fits the crime.
Right.
And, you know, if they just decided to just start doing some stuff like, you know what, I'm going to get like 20, 25, I'm going to be out in 5 for good behavior. I mean, life right now really doesn't hold much up to me in the judicial system.
Right.
It's just based on your color. So I have no type of, what's the word? I don't trust them. I have no trust.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, he's a murderer.
We haven't fared so well in it. So that becomes the problem every single time. But this shooting brings up it brings up the conversation again, because we haven't heard this conversation in a minute since the last mass shooting. Gun control. Gun control. Why is it okay for a guy who got a gun last week to be able to go and shoot up a place in less than a few minutes? These people had no chance at survival because he had an AR-15.
Yeah,
why
big guns.
are we able to get these guns, go sign a little waiver, get approved for it, and then go and do military style shooting in a supermarket? So
yeah, it's a fine line. I don't want our Second Amendment taken away from us, but I just want the caliber of the weapon to be scrutinized more. I don't need an AK-45 or whatever they call. I don't need that. You know what I mean? Like, why does a normal person need that? And they need to justify, like, why do you need that? What are you doing?
Hunter needs that.
Right.
Usually if you're doing a shotgun, that's like, what, 1 or 2 at a time, and you got to reload and all. This joker started shooting, didn't have to reload shit, and 10 people were dead.
Yeah, those magazines hold a lot of bullets. Like, you don't need 100 rounds. Why do you need a 100-round gun? Where are you going? Are you enlisting in the army and something? Like, where are you going? Who are you shooting?
The gun rights activists, when they use that as their, you can't take my gun rights away from me. Nobody's trying to take your gun rights. We want to be protected in our homes too. Right. But nobody that's not in some military style war needs this caliber of a weapon. For what?
Right. I agree. You just don't need it. You do not need it, ma'am. As
Stop Asian.
Yep.
Stop Asian.
Hate movement still going on. I see a lot of platforms. I see a lot of Instagram lives regarding it. It's just a movement right now, and I hope that they keep it up. I feel terrible. They're targeting older people. It's just awful. It's just so hateful. We have arrived to this, I don't know, hate stop. It's just hate every day. And it's a lot. It's a lot on us mentally. So I don't know how we're ever going to move forward, but I hope that one day we really can just all get along. I think that's Rodney King, right? Can't we all just get along?
Well, in Black Lives Matter, George Floyd's jury selection is complete. So
finally.
Selection. And I don't think it's a jury of
his peers,
but this goes back to, we have to go and do our jury duty. Okay, we have to. If you get a letter in the mail that says report to XYZ courthouse, because you have jury duty. Do not try to avoid it. Do not try to run for it like I've done in the past. Like, go because it matters. It matters who's on that jury when it's if it's a person of color and nobody can really relate with you and identify with you, but 3 people and it's 12 people on the jury, come on. Those 3
But
people.
here's the thing. They always say when it's a black person, they don't want a lot of black people on the jury. I think it's just there's got to be something done with that.
With that, because guess what? If I'm white and it's 12 people that's white on my jury, nobody's complaining about that.
Nobody.
This is a
They
jury.
just feel like we can't be biased when it's of the same race, and that's contradictory. What do you mean?
It really is. It really is.
That's the problem, because every black juror gets shot down. Black, she looks like she's too sympathetic. Next, because he's black. Excuse me, and I don't think that's right. And that's number one. No, but I think if more of us were involved, like you said, if we go to jury duty and this is all they have more white people or other ethnicities doing this duty, their civic duty of jury duty, and we're trying to escape. Because I know every time I got out of it, I felt like I had just won. I was like, damn, I don't have to go. But I didn't realize, just young and dumb and uninformed, how important it is to go.
And because they don't tell you how important it is.
Right. And they like us not knowing.
Yeah, we're not on our dinner table saying, hey, don't forget, when you turn 18 and you're selected to be on a jury, it is your right to go and participate. And you should do it willingly. You should volunteer your services simply because you don't know whose life you could be saving that day. Now, if somebody told it to you like that, you would feel honored to be on it. You would feel like, oh, it's my civic duty, and yes, I'm going to go out there. No, we've been told, justice, nobody gets justice, and nope, they only pay you $7, and you need to go to work. And first of all, they should still pay you at your regular job, and they
absolutely should.
So you can have lunch for the day or whatever,
right,
for your time. But you should not have to choose and pick. If I go here, my job's not going to pay me, so it's not interest to go any damn way financially because I'm living paycheck to paycheck. So it's just a lot of factors, and you're right, it needs to be revamped.
It needs to be revamped. They tell the young boys when they leave at 18 from school, they got to go sign up for the service. You have to check it off and go to the post office. So just like they make sure they tell you all the important things before you leave, they never mention your civic duty. This is your civic duty. Do not miss an opportunity. It should be presented as an opportunity. You have an opportunity to give back. Maybe you can't afford to give to a charity or whatever. So why don't you take this as your opportunity to show up? Never mark, can't do it, out of town, whatever. Show up, at least go. If you're not picked, you did your part. You didn't try to get out of it. You went, you didn't get selected. And you can ask the questions, why wasn't I selected? Because you need to know. And then people
if it was for another black person, then you would have been too sympathetic for that. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but I want them to say
it goes both ways.
Bias. What kind of bias? Ethnicity bias? Like, that's not fair. But if you're white, you could be on any kind of jury. If you black and you on like other ethnicity type thing, they don't want you. I went one time and it was for a Hispanic person, and they told me, back then I didn't care, but they struck me down. They did not let me do it. I was happy, but I went. I showed up for the 10th or 11th time. I said, you know what? Let me just sign this thing and go. So I went. I was like, oh, Lord.
Because I've never been, and now that I'm ready to go, I never get them anymore.
Right.
I used to didn't get them anyway, but I feel like whenever I've gotten them, it's like, oh, I didn't know I live here. I just moved, so it's like weird stuff. I just never did anything about it. Now I'm all ready to go, suited and booted. Nope, I'm not getting anything in the mail.
Thank you. I'm sorry, keep going.
Hello, Melissa. So we're talking about jury duty because of George Floyd.
Okay.
Jury. Everyone else, I believe, is white. I think they have a majority of white males. And
Keep going, I'm coming.
I'm not sure of the jury makeup, but I do know
Yes.
the jury. So again, everybody, please exercise your right and show up for jury duty when you get your summons because it's so vital at this point. It is the difference between someone going to jail or not going to jail because someone can maybe, sympathize with them. And maybe, even if you're the only one person who can probably relate to that person, your vote. So
Oh my gosh.
important.
I so apologize. Had a package. Sorry. Woo! So yes.
Packages around 6 o'clock every day.
It's all day. I just wish they all give it to one person. If it's UPS, one person. But I don't even want to talk about it. COVID. Ah! So I watched the news last night and I saw Brazil in particular. Brazil is getting hit hard, y'all. I know other places are too, but they get like 3,000 deaths a day.
Crazy.
They showed the hospital filled to capacity. I'm like, what are they doing that, is causing this? But it's another mutation of the virus. So I'm not a scientist. I don't know anything about medical stuff. I don't even know what that means. So I feel like the virus is here and it just mutated with another strand of it, right? Mm-hmm. So now they're getting hit. They're going back on lockdown. UK and Italy are already on lockdown. I don't know how long they're going to be on lockdown. It's just sad and it's scary. So
there's at least until Easter. And I don't know when their Easter is. I don't know if they're on the same schedule as
us, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It looked really bad. It made me scared. It made me feel like when we first went in to stay at home, it looked that bad. Like, wow, do I need to start getting more rice and water and so forth? Because I think, the consensus is it's going to get bad again. So for the people that have gotten...
Well, why would you think that? Because they're opening up every motherfucking thing?
It's too fast. I'm going to let everybody get vaccinated, then open. You're doing it right in the middle, but you're also saying, even though you're getting the vaccine, you can get it again. Why don't we just sit motherfucking still until like August, September? What's another 4 or 5 months can do to the economy? I know it won't be that good, but it'll be better than people dying. I don't get it. They're moving too fast for me. Because you can still get it with,
500,000 people obviously isn't enough to make people feel like it's really a pandemic out there. Look, the whole world has opened up. Next week, LA will be at the orange tier, meaning already the movie theaters are open. Now they're going to 50%.
Yep, 50%.
So, y'all, this is indoors, okay? That means the restaurants are doing more business indoors, okay? So, if we get a spike and we get another lockdown in spring, please don't be surprised. What you can do, people, you can vaccinate all you want to. The vaccination does not protect you from getting COVID if you're going to get it. It's just, they think that if more of us get vaccinated, a lot of us won't die from it. Okay, but here's the deal. You still need to wear your mask. You still need to be 6 feet apart, no matter what they're doing. I mean, that's what's really worked for us, okay? They opened us up a little bit last winter, and then we had to go right back on lockdown. They're doing the same thing, and I expect for us to have to go back on lockdown come spring. Why are y'all making y'all little arrangements to go out of the country and do this and do that? Like, be clear, it's probably going to go back up again because history has a way of repeating itself. Last Italy, Brazil, and everybody went up. We were next. We were next in line. So if they're again and they're back on lockdown, probably it's going to be us too.
It's going to be us next. Trust and believe. Yep. So bars are open without food. Offices are now opening to 25%. Retail is going from 50 to 100%. From 50 to, so malls about to be open again. Places of worship was at 25%. It's going to 50. Indoor gyms are at 10%. They're getting ready to go to 25. And indoor dining was 25%, getting ready to go up to 50. I'm about to get my stock back in. I'm gonna get some more water. I'm getting more of my rice and beans because I'm not in a rush to go out there. Thankfully, I don't have to go to anyone's job. I do everything here. I'm not trying to go out there. I'm really not. The boys, everybody's, kind of going to be at a standstill for right now. If we can get through this summer, I think we'll be good. Ross's school, Hampton, said the kids can come back to campus if they are vaccinated or have a religious belief letter, something of some sort. Ross is 19, so he is ready. Is he 19?
20. He's 20.
20. I'm like, what birthday did we? No, 19 don't sound right. He is 20. Royce is 21. Okay, so Ross just turned 20. I really can't tell him what to do. He wants to get the vaccine, so he wants out. He's going to get the vaccine. I don't know when. I'm going to go with him. I'm not happy about it, but I understand he wants to get out. And so I told him, I said, I just pray that this doesn't bite you in the ass. I just never want to hear, oh, reproduction, your reproductive, is going to be affected by it or something. Like, I've already had my babies. I'm at a certain age. I feel like, not that life is over, but I don't want someone at 18 to 19, 20 to take that chance and may possible, we don't know what's coming. So he's going to get it because he wants to go back to Hampton. He paid his, we had to pay for his room and board today. He made that payment. Ross is on the first thing smoking. Royce will be here because he graduates in May. But so I just thought that was interesting that they're more than likely all the colleges are going to do the same thing.
Yeah. I mean,
hi, sweetie.
If the whole world is opening, it's like, come on. Everybody just be safe. Make good choices for yourself and do what's best for you and your family. You're going to get the vaccine. I understand it. I'm just not ready yet. But gotta be up. When you walk outside of your house, everything looks out of control. It does not look like we're in a pandemic at all. So I totally get it.
Right. I feel bad. Dodger Stadium fans can come as of April 1st. They will have them in pods of 2 to 6 people, I think, in a group. So they're opening up. You said the movie theater, right? We saw that Magic Johnson, Arsenio Hall, and Danny.
You know what? Here's my thing about the Dodgers opening up. 6 people to a pod that y'all have 50 cents in between. What happens when you go to the bathroom?
I guess they'll have a line. You know what I mean? Just like when you go to a restaurant. You just use your common sense. If I go and it's a 2-bathroom situation and somebody's already in there, I stand back and I wait for them to get out and then I go in. So I guess they're going to have lined up. You can't only go 1, 2 at a time. I don't know what the number is going to be, but they probably won't let you go too many at a time. That's what I'm assuming. Even at the concession stand, we ain't going to be all piled up like life is over as we knew it. People on your back. I already hated that. But I went to the post office this week, and this older gentleman, I don't know if he understood, but I had to say something. He kept, I inch, he inch. I'm on my dot, but he's not on his dot. He's a little off his dot, more into me. So I'm like, well, let me give him some more room. I move, he moved. I said, no, you have to stay on your dot. Like, he gave me anxiety. Like, stop moving when I move. Oh, it was annoying. So it's getting to that. Because some people, regardless of what's going on, they don't respect your space. They don't. They never did. And it's still a little hard for them. So sometimes you got to remind them.
See, Melissa says she don't have to use public bathrooms either. But if you're at a baseball game, have y'all been to a baseball game? They're like 8 hours long, okay? You're eating, you're drinking, you are going to have to empty at some point.
My boyfriend just bought me another bottle because I was out. I got to get you one, Tomeeka. Consider that done. And you'll thank me later.
I sure will.
You really will.
Bottle for your car. Oh my God, yeah.
I'm gonna get it for him.
What'd you say, babe?
Robbie says, get your urine bottle for your car. That's at the car though. The way I have to use the bathroom, like I don't think I can go to like baseball
right.
and then be drinking in the stands and then gotta go to the public restroom. You know, it's
just get a box. Get a nice box.
Is so difficult. Everything you have to think things through all the way through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, even like when you go to a restaurant, if you think about how Cheesecake Factory is set up, right? It's the biggest restaurant and they have the smallest bathroom. Okay? Yeah. I've never understood why they had the smallest bathrooms and they have the biggest restaurant. So, but if you want to go out, you're going to eat and drink, you're naturally going to at some point have to use the restroom. Like,
right.
Be safe out there, y'all. Magic Johnson, Arsenio Hall, and Danny Trejo took a picture together.
And they all got, and it was so interesting that they all got a different one. I wonder how did they do that?
I think it was something called Vaccination Awareness Day. So they did it as a whole. They did it for publicity, basically, to let us all know that we're out here. Three of us, it's three of us, and all three of us got one of each. Okay.
Yep. Across, like Arsenio got the Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah.
So he's done until he gets his booster, but you know.
He is done.
Yes.
So, y'all, they trying to get y'all to get these damn vaccines. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think I may do it. I'm not even going to talk about that. So, what are we talking about? Pop culture. LeBron James and Maverick Carter. They are now part owners of the Boston Red Sox. Yay! That's big boy moves. That's big.
That's huge.
So it's almost like I feel like I missed the boat on the Bitcoin, right? The stock, but you can still buy into it. So don't think just because you can't buy a whole piece of it at 52. I think it's at $52,000 a share or Bitcoin. I don't know if it's a Bitcoin or share or whatever. You can still buy a percentage. You could buy almost like $10 on it. You can buy a percentage, you know, and just hope that your little percentage continues to grow. And I saw that Elon Musk today or yesterday just announced you can buy his car. If you have Bitcoins, you can buy a car. He is accepting Bitcoins as currency for his automobiles. And I thought that was big because I remember when Bitcoin came out, and because we're always the last to know, we always think, here's the problem with our race. We have been duped and jibed and manipulated and tested, and that we are like this with everything. Our guards are up. Bitcoin ain't real. This ain't real. This ain't real. Because we get the information last. Now that we have the information last, and a lot of us thought it was nothing, we don't have any of it. We don't have none. We don't have a dime because, it's not real. I remember Royale was like, what? That don't make sense. To where it makes sense. And a lot of businesses are taking it as cash. So now here we are with all our conspiracy theories. We ain't got shit.
Yeah, what's your millennial cousins, nephews, like my nephew Brandon over here? They know.
They know.
Talk to them. They know. And just like you said, girl, fucking Cash App got it on there. Go on Cash App and spend a little bit of money and just.
And that's what I'm starting to do. I'm so glad you said that.
Bro.
Yeah. When I get a little $100 or whatever, I'm going to buy me $100 of Bitcoin, whatever that is. Maybe 4 years from now, 5 years, my $100 might be $10,000 because Bitcoin is going out of the roof. And I feel like we never get it right. We always got to get the information way too late. Or we're like not believing. We're so set in our ways as
It's
Black people,
scam.
you know.
It says we think everything's a scam.
Everything's a scam. It ain't right. Who said? You know, it reminds me of my grandmother. Like one of my grandmothers, you know, I had some step-grams too, but she was just set in her ways with everything. You know what I mean? And we can't be like the older generation. We have to be more fluid. You know, at least look into it. Now the new thing is NFT, which I think is the stupidest thing ever, but it is a business. It is a make believe. It's a picture of my baseball cards that are worth $50,000. People are just buying a picture, an image of a picture. And Joey told me about it, and Joey was like, listen, the white boys at where he worked, they bought some, he bought some. He was like, they move, I move. And guess what? We don't have to buy a whole lot. So Joey has stocks, Joey has Bitcoins, Joey has NFTs. Me and Royale B. Cracker, we just said, Joey gonna wind up being a motherfucking millionaire.
Yeah.
And we sitting over here like, because he texts us every morning, okay, guys, look at this stock. Okay, guys, and I buy. Because I just buy a little at a, you know, I'm not shooting my whole wad. I'm like, okay, $50, $100. Let me get 10 shares versus 0 shares. So I'm not afraid because I'm not splurging on clothes, nothing like that. So if I got an extra 100, 200, I'm trying to be more knowledgeable. I'm getting ready to take this stocks class. Everybody should learn about stocks because we are not doing the thing. They are over there having a great time, and we're over here hoarding our money in the bank, not even getting a 1.0% on it, when you can take that same money and put it in a money market. But you have to do your research and what's best for your family. You understand?
Girl, we still put our money under our mattress, and that money ain't worth shit. The banks told you that. Everything.
Nothing. Everybody's so afraid to do stuff. Like, we gotta stop being we have to stop being our grandparents and great grandparents. They had it. The money system wasn't what it is now. There are new ways to make money and move. You got to get more fluid. I'm not telling you to take all your rent and buy NFTs if you don't understand what it is, or buy Bitcoins, but you better start learning. Ask Day. Day was, Day, I'm not telling your business because you said it. Day was smart. Day bought her some GameStop around Christmas, and Day made out like a bandit. We didn't even know about GameStop in December, and she made out. You know what I mean? Joey made out. I didn't make out because nobody told me. But you gotta, when you're online on Instagram and all of these others, make sure that you tap into some stock exchange rooms on Facebook. That's the best place, or YouTube. Get a little bit of knowledge. I think the people that are going to win are well-rounded, know a little bit what's going on, a little bit about politics, and we always leave money out. Money should be number one. Tap into some money. You better follow some rooms, follow some other people that know about money, because I'm telling you, you're going to get left behind. Day said, sure did. And Day is a single young lady making moves. If it sounds good and you're not shooting your whole wad, just go for it. So I'm not going to...
Public? I need to get some of that, because them damn kids on that all day long.
Yeah, get the things that you like, you know, if you can afford it. I wish I would have known about Tesla.
Wow.
Oh my God. I wish I would have known, you know, so let's stay informed. You know, I don't want to teach a class. I don't want to be responsible for anyone's money, but if you know of something good, let us know. If I know of something good, I will let you know. But I think everybody should be doing their own research. And if we could come together and kind of give each other the information, go back to the research. If you pull the trigger, you pull the trigger. If you don't, and we talk about we bought our shares and you didn't next Christmas, you're going to be mad.
Absolutely right.
Right.
It's not going to hurt you to have it laying around. You're going to spend it on something. Spend it. You're investing in your stuff in your future, okay? Invest in it. Don't look at it. Don't worry about it. Let it grow. Come back to it. You're sitting on a pile of money.
Yep. Yep.
And if you're scared, go speak with a financial advisor. Hey, invest in your stuff today. Stop not doing the just basic thing. You know, like you said, look, it's in the book, guys. And you guys are Everything's so digital now. It's actually on YouTube. Every day, all day, 24 hours a day. When you're at home, don't know what to do, go and learn something about the stock market that you just didn't know and how to invest. Learn about Bitcoins and learn about all of these new technologies that's coming up, because paper money and coins, they don't fucking want your coins, okay? Everything is digital. So it just is what it is. Janet's Rhythm Nation and Nas Illmatic have been inducted into the Library of Congress.
Nice.
That's big for the culture.
I love it.
Especially Nas. Now, Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation, you know, y'all know Rhythm Nation. Come on. Illmatic, a rapper, I'm sure he's probably the first. That's big. And this is the Library of Congress, okay? Right. So it's they're in the government, basically. If you go down to DC in the Library of Congress and you want to, they're there because of the culture, you know, they represent us. So it's gone down, they've made history this week. So it's always good when we see how we change the direction and the course of things. You know, rock and roll was probably a big one that when they went in, it was a big deal. But when hip hop and Janet R&B Rhythm Nation, she's probably the first Black R&B artist, you know, Black female. So that's pretty big.
I love it. I'm excited.
Here, New England Patriots lineman Justin Hero for sexual assault of a 71-year-old woman in Arizona. I don't even want to talk about this one. It's one in Texas. A quarterback, I think. Yeah. I don't know his name right offhand. Oh my God. Sean Watson. Yeah. Every day he's like Andrew Cuomo. We haven't even heard about Andrew Cuomo this week because Deshaun he's been hiring masseuses and apparently sexually assaulting them. Okay?
Are you serious? I didn't hear about that one.
Every day they talk about him on ESPN. Every single day. Now, the problem is he's Black and he's in charge. These are allegations. We don't know if they're true. They're allegations. Right. We do know about that white boy who nearly beat that Black girl to fucking death, and we haven't heard shit about it. Okay? That's what we do.
It's in the air fryer.
So, yeah, I think when you get your kids and your sons in particular, okay, when you get your kids into sports, you have to teach them about the world, okay? You have to teach them that, yes, you're amazing as an athlete, but you have to teach them that ass is going to be readily available for you. And you have to be a man of honor, and you still have to have some decency, and everything that laugh in your face, and if she say no, respect that no, and don't be so full of yourself that you don't think that you just fucking raped her. Like, we got to start teaching them basic principles of how to treat a young lady. You understand? Right. I don't know if he's guilty, but when the numbers start going up, y'all.
Oh, was that the one that said they were like up to number 14?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't realize what it. Oh, they said Tupac and Lauryn Hill were also inducted into the Library of Congress. Wow. Okay.
Did that happen?
Doing it.
Or it happened before?
That was prior.
Because Tupac passed away, but Lauryn Hill, that's big, of course.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
I think they did it a while ago. Okay. But that's.
Wow. So I'm excited about Versus. I was, they had their calendar and they only showed, I thought, 2 dates. And I was just excited for Easter because I'm like, Easter, we're going to sit up here and I'm going to be blasting Earth, Wind, and Fire. And who are they against? Earth, Wind, what's the other old group, baby? Huh? Isley Brothers. I'm going to be in heaven.
Did you say the old group?
Yeah.
You're not going to say the OC. April don't know good music, y'all.
I didn't say April wasn't good. Old don't mean not good. It's an older group. It's not SWV.
If y'all ain't giving her no New York hip hop, April just be like that. Oh, come in. The Isley Brothers.
Because Raekwon the God was everything last week, okay? And they didn't have no viewership. Everybody from New York was in the building, though. I was like, that's right, we are here. It's a certain taste. But no, I'm just saying. saying because, you know, they're not as current. Their hits are classic. Make no mistake. I can't wait.
Isley Brothers and the goddamn Earth, Wind, and Fire. Our age was going to those concerts in the 80s.
I know. I can't wait.
We just love good music in DC.
Good music.
Good music.
Exactly. So I'm happy about that. Now, how do you feel about SWV and Escape?
I think I like that.
I feel like Escape has way more music than SWV though.
Oh, I don't know though.
I don't know. I guess I'll find out.
Yeah.
Because I'm not seeing the hits. I probably will do my research and have, if I say her name, play some music before then so I can get acclimated, you know, and be like, oh, they do have some hits. But I know that Candy got some hits.
They were supposed to go against 3-people group and not a whole damn group, but okay, we'll see.
Right.
I think it's okay, but the lineup is getting really interesting. It's a variety of artists now. I like that.
I do too, because you're giving some old people that aren't as current, you know what I mean? A new kind of like, what was the TV show that was bringing all the hour specials about different what was that, babe? Because that was your favorite. They do the hour special. Unsung. Yes. So I feel like they digging up some unsung people and bringing them up like, oh my God, they still around. Yay!
Yep.
So that'll be Esther, you got some hits. Really, Dave? Okay, I'm going to find out, Dave. I'm going to play that tonight. We're going to be in SWV land tonight. So that's good.
Okay, we're going to only spend a few minutes on this, but it is huge.
We'll go back. We'll do that last.
No.
Oh, okay.
A settlement of $577 million in a federal lawsuit against the state of Maryland for allegedly underfunding and discriminating against its 4 HBCUs. That is huge for HBCUs. It's for, I think it's Maryland Eastern Shore, Bowie, Morgan State, and Coppin State. Those 4 universities are going to get
UDC.
Royale said UDC, but I don't think UDC.
No, it's only Maryland. Maryland.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, he said he just making sure. No bad.
Only 4.
And that's a lot of money to fight it into 4 schools.
Yes.
Like,
So
you gotta try and get them in one of them.
Yeah, they have been underrepresented for all these years because, you know, probably the University of Maryland, which is a white school, was getting all the goddamn federal funds. So, and you know, that's been a long conversation. The DMV, you kind of want to get your student in the University of Maryland versus the HBCU because you know that they're going to stay where there's air conditioning, where they get a good, you know, they put money into the school, and the HBCUs have been struggling for years. So this is so good.
That's a lot of money.
It's long overdue.
Long overdue. I'm happy about that.
So Sesame Street introduced 2 new Black characters. And
are they currently on or are they coming?
Well, they've already advertised with them, so I think they've already shot it. Okay. Cute. They're kind of cute. They're little Black guys. He's a Black literacy. Okay. Long overdue.
Long overdue. I love Sesame Street.
Long overdue.
Yes. I love it. Okay, I gotta get into it. I gotta watch the episode and see it for myself. Academy of Motion Pictures say that the Oscars are sometime in April. I don't know the exact date, but if you are not there in person, they will not let you accept your award. So I wonder if they're going to beforehand, I guess, find out who's coming and who's not, and when they are presented with the award, how are they going to do it? Just segue, okay, they're not here, we just gonna hold that and I'm moving on, like something like that. But they've always gone to people in Ireland or in Switzerland. They've always done that.
They have.
To somebody at their house. Sorry, I couldn't be there, but so what's the difference?
You know why I think? Because you can't put a cap on that speech when they're at home. You can edit it, but you can't really put a cap on it because it's live.
But it's always been like that.
Yeah, but no, listen. What show did we just watch? And it was 3.5 goddamn hours long. Because the speeches were
the Grammys.
yes, if you cannot put a cap on you, they can't play the music to shut you up. So
maybe can it be pre-recorded? If you're gonna win, I think if you're not gonna be there, they should advise you. You won, get your speech, we need to okay it, and this is what we're gonna do.
And then they can cut it and say too long.
Right. Send us your hot 5, hot 3.
Yep.
Make it 2. I think that's crazy because you should let me say my speech wherever I am.
They should.
It's not even a time where we can fly. It's a pandemic.
They want people to fly in a pandemic. Like most countries won't even allow us in their goddamn country because of this damn pandemic. So
absolutely. Why are we letting them in ours? No.
Who's gonna house them? Because they can't go back to their country.
Right. That's a lot of quarantine. That's 14 days when you get here, 14 days when you get home. That's a month of my life. No, thank you.
Yeah. So
no, thank you. Maybe they'll figure it out. Maybe they're working on it.
Enough people will be up and arms, so they're going to have to figure it out.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Bobby Brown Jr. So they just released the details of how he died, but that's not the interesting part. Because I'm sure all of us were like, wow, it's unfortunate. Bobby has lost a few people now from drug overdose. What's interesting is that the family wants whoever sold him the drugs to pay for his death. Basically, because people are dying from fentanyl. They're putting too much fentanyl in the drugs, and this is why people are dying. My thoughts on this is real simple. Bobby has a history of using drugs. That's well documented. It's not me telling his business or anything like that. I think if I was a person who's used drugs all my life and the fuck my kid died from it, somebody got to answer to this. Like how he died from using drugs. And it's simply because I guess their thoughts are whoever supplied him with this lethal dose should be taken off the streets so that nobody else has to deal with what they're dealing with, the aftermath of their child dying from, an overdose.
It's just really sad. I wonder how is he mentally, because that's his ex-wife, his daughter, and now his son.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
It's just, drugs have been around for forever, okay? But what they're doing to drugs now, and, guys, please, the drugs aren't the same. They're mixing drugs in a goddamn house, okay? Chemicals. It's chemicals you're putting into your body, so you don't know what you get.
Yeah, I wonder how high you need to be. I'm not from that world, so I just don't understand how high is high. And if you're high and you forgot you took some shit and you keep taking shit, that's probably why people overdose too. You just want to get higher and higher, but you don't even realize time. Like you just took something an hour ago. You shouldn't be taking more of that same thing right now. So my hearts go out.
I think the fentanyl overdoses becomes that they put enough to kill a goddamn horse. That's what happened.
One pill, or is it? Like I don't know what fentanyl is.
I don't know. Don't make me the drug.
You're a drug expert.
There have been a lot of it's a few people that I know that their kid went out and got drugs, and it was a lethal dose of it. So they've done drugs before, but for whatever reason, the cops will come back and say this dose was so freaking lethal. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the problem. So his family wants an investigation done. They want whoever supplied him with the drugs to go to jail, and I would too.
So cocaine is an upper, fentanyl is a downer, and he's taking it feels like they fighting against each other. Do you want happy? Do you want to be sad? And then you got tequila mixed in there. It's like, that's a deadly cocktail. So I don't know anything about drugs, and I don't want to, overspeak or underspeak. I don't know. All of that together just don't sound right, So, if it was one thing, you could point. But because there's so many levels to what was in the system, how can you tell which one was the one that triggered the thing? So I don't know if that's going to be possible. Maybe if you would have taken the fentanyl without downing it with tequila, maybe you could have lived. It's just too much. It's like when you ever be in your laundry room and add some Clorox to some shit and that shit starts smoking? It tells you, don't mix Clorox with detergent and then try and put some Pine Sol. You're going to blow your fucking head off. Like, they don't, if they all clean, but they not supposed to be mixed together. So they all get you high or whatever, but maybe not all together. So I think she's going to have a tough fight on her hand. I don't know. It just doesn't sound logical to me.
Or someone told them you have a fight and that's why they're pursuing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you're right. If we're just looking at it, if you use this drug and you use that drug, because like so many people have died from mixing drugs and nobody goes to jail for it, right?
Right.
Gotta be something more to this story that we don't know that makes them feel like they have a case.
Right. Maybe they're not disclosing to us.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly.
Okay, so who's this Matthew Sullivan? Is he a Caucasian man was married to a black woman?
Yes.
He killed her because he found out she was cheating?
Yes.
Okay, and he had her in the freezer in the house for 16 years?
No, for 2 years. He was only sentenced to 16 years.
Got you.
He had her
like, how do you, even 2 years?
for
How do you, that's like having somebody in my freezer in the back. Tomeeka, you over one day. Tomeeka, go get ice. Okay, deep freezer. I mean, no. I'll go get it. How do you keep somebody in the freezer in your, how come the cops didn't come check the freezer?
Because when you shot, okay.
We all know the South did it.
I'm coming in. We hear a report that we haven't seen Royale for a few days. Can we come in and check your house? Yes, officer, come in. They checking every goddamn way but their goddamn freezer. Because why would Royale be in the goddamn freezer?
You got to be like Columbo. You got to check everything.
Unless, no, it's girl, okay. I just seen a crazy ass movie and all of y'all should check it out on Lifetime called The Girl in the Basement. No, it's based on a freaking true story.
Oh, it is?
The man had his freaking daughter in the basement for 20 years. 20 years.
Oh.
20 years.
20 years.
20. Gave her 7 goddamn kids. 20 years. It was her father. 20 years. So, yeah. They don't check. They come in, but if you got shit hitting right, they ain't coming. They not checking.
So the kids was in the basement too, or just her?
3 kids was in the basement, and then the room wasn't big enough, so he kept bringing the babies home to the wife, his wife, her mother, telling her, oh, here's another baby, and here's another baby she done dropped off. Because the mother just thought, he had the mother thinking she ran off.
And all along she was downstairs?
In the freaking basement.
So she never went in the basement?
No, because he told her it was rats down there.
Somebody said that's why I can't do Lifetime movies.
Yeah.
Farrah?
This movie, I watched it in the middle of the night. It had me so on edge.
It sounds so ridiculous.
But it's based off a true story. It's based off a true story.
Oh, she messed up for the rest of her life.
Because she had her daddy's kids. And her kids didn't know that it was her daddy until finally they was like, you need to divorce him and leave. We need to get out of here and go outside, because she got a TV one day. And she was like, I can't. So finally they kept getting on her. She had to tell them, look, he locked me down here. It's my daddy. Your daddy is my daddy. Oh my God.
I gotta watch it. Somebody said, ew.
And because I can't just watch just the movie, I had to fucking go find a damn true story. And it happened in Austria, I think. One of those countries over there. Girl, I cannot. It was horrible. She didn't hear her daughter in the basement because he had it soundproof. The daughter was down there screaming, crying, acting a fool. The mother was like, why would she leave? The mother was so upset she wanted to hire an investigator. So no, this man just literally pulled one over on everybody. He covered every base. And the mother had no idea her daughter was downstairs all that time.
My God, that is crazy.
But yeah, so when they come look for me, y'all, tell them to look every goddamn way.
In the freezer, everywhere. Everywhere. That's crazy.
If I got a yard, start digging up some shit, okay?
That's crazy. Oh my God. So that's the cheating.
I did not leave, okay? I didn't walk away.
Right.
I didn't move. It's called The Girl in the Basement. It's on Lifetime. That's what I do on the weekends, y'all. I watch Lifetime and I be just so upset. But anyway.
That's nuts.
This is a good segue for our big topic of the day.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, you want to do housekeeping and all of that, and then we can get into it because it's a movement what we're about to talk about. So mental health, just make sure you're checking in on your friends, because I am someone that gets overwhelmed a lot because I feel like the justice system means absolutely nothing. So when I'm out and about, I just pray for my safety. I pray for everyone's safety because it just feels like people are getting off on some really horrific crimes. So mentally, that doesn't make me feel good wanting to move about. So check on your strong friends. Depression is real. I think we're going to go back into another lockdown situation pretty soon. If you're going to get the vaccine, just know it won't prevent COVID. Their hopes is that it won't be as severe and cause you to go to the hospital. So I'm with that. I'm getting vaccinated in April. What else? Don't forget, we have the book of the month. Just everybody just get into Bevy Smith. Just listen to her book or read her book, whichever one you want to do. Lessons from a Mother, Auntie, Bestie by Bev Smith. Bevy is on every day. If you want to catch her online, you can catch her any day of the week. Early in the morning, she is always live. She goes live at least 2 to 3 times a day. She's really fun to listen to. I think she's a firecracker. I love her. And again, really Tomeeka has her book that is going to be out pretty soon.
I just want to say one thing about that. Tomorrow from 12 p.m. PST time, so that's what, 3 p.m. for 1 hour, we're doing the Amazon Bestsellers list campaign.
Okay.
I need 10 people to go and buy the download, not the actual book, but the ebook. It's $3.99.
Oh.
10 people to get us over into bestsellers category. So if you think about it, I'm going to post about it again tomorrow.
Okay.
Can do it, and all 10 of us get it. We should be in the bestsellers list. And this is not the actual book. This is just for the ebook, which is only $3.99. $2.99. Thank you, Tasha. It's $2.99. So you guys help me get us over there, over the hump.
All y'all need is 10 sold?
10 sold. And I think it has to be from 10 different people, because I'm like, I'll buy 10.
I know, I just buy 10. That's why I was like, you gonna have that.
So the time again, and I'll put it up on my Instagram, it'll be from 12 p.m. Pacific Coast time and 3 p.m. It's only for 1 hour. So we need all the sales at that 1 hour.
Okay.
And guess what? You'll get the preview of my chapter. So you can go ahead and read it before you get your actual book. And let me know what you think. Because after you read it, it's so freaking good. I hope it inspires you to buy so many more for all of your friends.
Yeah, as gifts. Yes. So thank you all for your support with Syrup Nails. We sold out of lavender lemonade. Woo! We are sold out. Yes, that's huge. I'm super excited.
Lavender on.
Well, today I have on Yes Brunch, and I kind of did some decoration. I don't like the shape. I'm trying different shapes, trying to figure out what my shape is. So this is square. I think I need to go back to oval. But lavender lemonade is sold out. I put in an order. It will be here soon. But I am so happy to say that we are sold out. Everything. I'm getting orders from people. So now I've tapped into my friends' family. So now it comes to organic sales, and I'm getting organic sales from people I don't know. And that's where the sweet spot is, you know? So please continue to spread the word about Tomeeka's book, and please spread the book makes a great gift. Any month of the year, just a great gift. And nail polish makes a great gift too. To your auntie, your bestie, your mom, your dad. I mean, not your dad, your mom, any of your relatives. So I appreciate you all. Thank you for that.
Thanks for all support and love. We love you guys.
Yes, we do. And don't forget to listen on Sundays at 12 PST, 3 EST. Every Sunday, our new podcast comes out on iTunes, Spotify, Anchor, and Stitcher. And there's a couple of other ones I don't know offhand. So it goes up promptly. It's usually posted just a little bit before 12, but definitely if you get there at 12, it will be up and you can listen to us that way. So we have a lot going on and a lot of platforms you can reach us at. So thank you for that. Drum roll. I don't even know where to begin. So let's just begin. What are we going to do with Derek Jackson?
Throw him away. Throw him away.
First of all the memes, all the reenactments, all the comments, it's so overwhelming. The memes, I love to see the reenactments of, especially when it's a man and a man, and he had on his bonnet, acting as the wife. I was in tears, and I'm like, should I be laughing at her pain, or is she not in pain? Why am I feeling sorry for her when she comes across kind of arrogant, like, I know what he did, and I'm okay with it. Okay. That was the last one I saw that she was telling us off, you know, like, but I don't think that she had that last piece of information about the doctor. They just had sex on Friday, the 18th. So,
I don't want to talk about Mrs. Jackson because...
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
We just talked about mental illness. Check on your real friends. I want to talk to Mrs. Jackson's family, friends, her support, because obviously I don't know where they're at. Y'all get her out. Get her out. Get her out. But
I think she's brainwashed at this time, baby. There's nothing we can do.
But not even. I don't think it's about him. Why she's brainwashed. I think that her religion has her so bound. Because look, religion can be a real, it can be a sticky edged sword. It really can. Yeah. I remember, when I was married before and I was like, God, I hate divorce. I kept hearing that. I didn't say it, but I heard it before over and over and over again. I was like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do if he hate divorce and I hate it here? So I had to get over that hurdle. I had to say, but God don't want me miserable. So I had to figure it out. Her religion has her bound way more than Derek could ever have her. Okay.
Derek, he knows, of course he knows that. And that's
yes.
He's using it.
He speaks to her in her love language. Her love language is her freaking religion. And he's like, baby, and the Lord say that I am your head and you're supposed to support me. And I'm just struggling right here.
I'm just a man. I'm struggling. I'm flesh and blood. I make mistakes. And
honey,
you're supposed to forgive. And oh my God. Hi, Stacey. Yeah, it's just too much. It's too much. I don't know. Here we are all sympathetic, feeling for her. But she said today, she was like, listen, all y'all saying this and that about me. The last time this happened, she said, I packed up my car and I left. I came back. I don't know why she said she came back. She was like, and I'm back and we are working through some things. So it's basically telling us to mind our business. She's okay. And here's the thing. If she's okay, then we have to be okay. Because unless there's physical abuse, and I don't think he's abusing her physically.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know. I don't feel for her. No, don't feel for her because she says she good. I hope he's not hurting her.
He can't be physically abusing her only because he has a history of it. He's a manipulator.
Ooh.
He cheats. He lies.
He's already sex fiend. He is an addiction.
Yeah, he manhandled the doctor. So if he
and she still stayed. So here's the problem with her story. Yeah. She was up for all of that.
And
he was clingy. He was a sex addict. She would say, I was in my office and, he'd be like waiting for her to come out. So he would do his business and send her a video while she's working. So she was up for the shit. So here we are, she's telling her side of the story, but she sounds crazy too, because this is somebody you just met and you're accepting the behaviors already. Not even 5 months into the relationship, he's, hitting you, not hitting you, manhandling you. He's a sex addict. He what?
Physically.
Physically.
Yeah.
Y'all having sex 5 times a day. What else? He's already mind playing with you. She said she didn't do her eyebrows or whatever. And he was like, get yourself together. Call me back when you look better. Like, who does that? So, and she did it. She complied. So she's no different than the wife, because at 5 months, you should say goodbye. I can't deal with it. The only reason she's not with him right now, still sexting him, is because of this. So the manhandling didn't make her walk away.
So wait a minute. Sierra says men need to stop faking and marry the people that they like, the freaks. Y'all, I went down the rabbit hole the other day. I went to the wife's page, and honey, she's very holy, very religious. But when you read between the goddamn lines, she was doing threesomes with him. She was letting him have his way with her, okay? Because that's the type of woman he's going to be with.
Right.
He's all the women it sounds like he's with is those type of women. He's only going after the women that's going to allow him to be whoever he is. He's that arrogant.
Yeah.
One girl, he brought her from Miami to his wife's bed to say, oh, we're separated right now. She's over there. She's doing this. What?
It's crazy. He is so good, because you remember the part of the video when she was talking to Tasha. She said, oh my God, I always smell like your perfume. And my mom, or he said something, my mom is allergic or always smells it. He was like, what kind of perfume is that? It's alien. I don't know what alien is. So he went out and bought her alien and bought the white alien. So if he smells like alien, it's your perfume, babe. I smell like you. Like, she said, but she saw the receipt. He bought 2. Mm-hmm. So, but she never put 2 and 2 together, because she's a surgeon. She over there trying to work. She's not on social media. She didn't know any of this until he called her and said, yeah, you might get a phone call from a blogger. Ignore her. And that's what prompted her to get her sister's phone, go on YouTube, because he had blocked her on YouTube. So she don't know. She just living La Vida Loca with this dude. First of all, you met in October during the pandemic. I was hoping she was going to say a year ago. She met him in a pandemic. Mm-hmm. 3 to 4 weeks later, they were sexing. Big time. Without protection, because she got pregnant. And then he manipulated her by making her feel like he wanted the baby, because she was not. She said, I'm 32. I'm in my career. I'm not trying to have a baby. And he would be like, you know what? Let's think about it. He already knew she wasn't going to do it, but she was like, that was the mind game he played on her, like he really wanted to have the baby. He didn't want to have that baby.
He couldn't have it. He couldn't bring that baby home.
He's a psycho. He's a narcissist. And
narcissist. Throw the whole man away. And unfortunately, I guess he's going to get bigger. I don't know how. I don't know who at this point is still interested in what he has to say. Thankfully, well, I guess, we like a train wreck. That's what Kate said. That's what it is. We love a train wreck. And this was a train wreck for that ad.
I think people are mad, mainly women, because they wanted that inside look from a man. You want to get that inside knowledge. So I think he was helping a lot of women to face some facts, because sometimes we need somebody to help us. Look, he's not that into you. If he's doing this, maybe it's that. And you want him to be pure and natural and, not be doing the opposite. And maybe that's why he's so knowledgeable, because he is that person he's talking about. So he is an expert at those things. People just really didn't know he was married. A lot of people didn't know he even had a wife. So I think that's where the shock value came, because if he was a single guy, nobody would care. It's the fact that he's married.
this. You know what I see for his future, y'all? A damn reality show, still doing the same shit and saying, you know, and I don't know if him and his wife is still together because he don't need her at this point. Like, why don't you just be a single man who gives advice? Because obviously the advice was good enough. You get everything you want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's something about being married to her because just like you said, he really didn't have to because she did leave. And there's something, you know, sometimes you want your cake and you eat it too. Maybe that's the person, that's his person that comforts him, that you know, gives him the things that the sex, I think that's all sex, you know, what he can't get here. But the family, like maybe he's fighting a demon, like he really wants to be there with the kids and with her. And he loves her since college. I get that. But you're not serving her by, you know, running amok because you're having unprotected sex. Y'all probably having sex once in a while and you're putting her at danger or at risk.
Dirty dick ass. You're not even using condoms. Like, how disgusting. Oh my God, where the hell is my popcorn? Yes, where's your popcorn? He is a hot mess and he won't probably go away because he's too narcissist. He is like,
yeah,
and
he still
have her because no other woman would put up with this shit. You know what I'm saying? The way that she does.
But she has to be giving him something, like I said, because he's already out in the streets. He's getting everything he needs. I'm wondering why he still needs to come home to her. Unless it's a thing, get divorced, she gets half the money. It's cheaper to keep her. Like, why is he keeping her? Because he clearly is not giving her the love and affection and attention. And, you know, from the outside looking in. But maybe when he's home, he licking her toes and making her feel good and they sitting down reading the Bible. I don't know. But he is doing something for her to stay.
He gotta be tired, girl. If he out there doing 5 times a day with somebody else, he coming home to go to sleep.
Smelling like her perfume. It's crazy.
And I mean, you can tell though, she's been going through this for all the marriage. This just did not, like, you guys are just starting to
He
hear.
looks numb.
They've been doing this for 12 years. And she said, when you look at her page, she talks about how she knew her body more than she knew her own body. With?
Oh, the lady.
Because she was trying to be what he must like that wasn't her. So she was trying to become, she said she would hire the best makeup artist. She would get the best clothes. She was just trying to be all the girls he was going after because she knew he had a thing for the Instagram girls. Child, he just got the right one. Move. He has the right one. They probably will never be done with each other because they are each other's fuel to each other's fire. Like,
Ugh.
it makes no sense.
It makes none.
It makes no sense.
And that girl being a young professional and decided for herself she did not want to keep the baby. If it were somebody else, she would have to deal with a mistress having a child right now.
Right.
You know, so, and the doctor.
Would you be shocked if there was, like, I wouldn't be shocked if we heard next week that there's a baby. Like,
absolutely. I would not be shocked because she ain't the first. She's not the first. So there could be. It's just too much. I don't know what her breaking point is.
I don't know. I'm starting to get overwhelmed with all this shit.
With their relationship?
Yes.
Well, you shouldn't. She's not. If she's unbothered, then we ain't got nothing to say.
All of that. First of all, I wanted them two to go away. I don't want to hear shit else from you two, okay? Her in her bonnet, then her in her military hat, then her. Girl, shut up and go to sleep some goddamn way and get out of your cult that you created. And then Dirk, kick his ass out, I don't know. But look,
she don't want to kick him out. She loves him. She seemed to be okay with everything.
She is. Well, then stop telling us about it. I'm over it.
I know. And, you know, that's Tasha. Tasha is always bringing something up. And I get it. And I think the problem was bringing the wife into it. Like, let him fight the battle, but he want to prove that she's okay, so he bought her. And I don't understand. She got to have some girlfriends. I would never let you do a live like that, girl, if you don't take that hat off or find a cute baseball hat or get you a wrap or something, but you can't go on looking like that.
First of all, when I first saw it, I didn't even hear anything. I just saw the body language, okay? I said, time out. I don't know what's going on. I don't really care what's going on, but he's holding her against her will. The way he was holding her hand. The way he was holding onto her hand and her arm, I was like,
and the way she was looking.
She's being abused, and she didn't want to be on here because she didn't do her hair. She didn't put a bra on. She was not here for any of this shit. And then she opened her mouth. Girl, just talk quiet and act unbothered like you look. I was done with it.
I don't know if she knew how many people was going to see this. Like, this is going to live forever, and that's how you're going to represent yourself on this situation. If that's how you want to do it, and she did it. Girl,
hold on. It was the helmet of salvation. Everybody keeps saying his followers went up 200,000. He is going to profit off of this. Look, she has about 16,000 followers herself. So they're both profiting off of this. Maybe this was part of their big scam. I don't know. Maybe they're scammers.
Yeah. I don't think he'll get book sales, but he's definitely monetizing on all his platforms. Oh my God, This makes sense to me. On the Instagram. Yes, Stacey. It is so juicy. Stacey, if you go to YouTube and watch Tasha, what's Tasha's name? Tasha K?
Unwind with Tasha, I think.
Unwind with Tasha. You got to go back and just listen. Last night's was a doozy. It was one of the mistresses that is a doctor that has her own money. Like, he was doing big things. He was doing big, like, how are you getting away and flying here and doing this? Tasha K on Instagram, but Unwind with Tasha on, you'll find it. Just put Tasha K and it'll pop up. It is too much. And I'm going to step away from it because at the end of the day, I don't care that much. And I don't want to get all emotionally involved because I've already seen her look and I feel like she's okay until she's not. She's a grown woman. And if she lets her husband act like that, what happened?
He got a deal going 50% off. Don't y'all go out there and buy his book without.
Don't y'all buy his book. Don't y'all, because his books were flying off the shelf 3 weeks ago, and now it probably came to a halt. Don't y'all buy no book.
Don't y'all go buy his book. Tell y'all. Phenomenal woman out there. Do not buy his book. If Phenomenal Woman is out there, you can get it.
Stacey, you don't care. It's just too much drama. Like, I got my fill of it. I'm good. I got it. I feel like he's a liar. She knows, and there's more women coming out every day. But I'm going to take myself out of it because I really don't care. I really don't. Now, if something big, major happens and, you know, it comes out that she was being abused physically, now I'm ready to fight. I'm there for you, sister. But until she says so, all we can do.
You know what I want? I want us to just start sending positive vibes to her family and friends to get her the fuck out of the cult of Danae Jackson or whatever her name is. Because she's created this little safe space and haven for herself.
Yeah.
That, you know how once you put yourself in this little bubble and you're like, I got to stay here because this is what God commanded and this is what God want me to do. And, you know, and I can't forget what all these are haters. All of these people don't know what they're talking about. And I'm just going to believe God, you know, like I'm going to believe God for my healing. But the doctor said, all you got to do is take this goddamn pill. God sent you the goddamn pill, okay? But you just believe in God for the healing, so you won't take the pill. You just fucking die in it. You understand? Mm-hmm. I just want us to send prayers to her that, you know, he could just open her eyes because, honey, look, all I know is using God as your coach.
Yeah.
Giving you all of the resources and the information and the information and the information. And I don't know what more you need to see, hear, feel that's going to make it make sense to you because you're relying on your faith to get you through. I just feel like, you know, look, she's raising girls. You understand? Y'all want to know how generational shit go through? It happens like this.
Watching my mom go through this shit.
Like, I couldn't be great because my mama wasn't great. You know what I'm saying? And my dad wasn't shit. And
Daddy wasn't shit.
I saw it, but she couldn't see it. And she was just believing God for a miracle. And, you know, but the miracle kept coming to the motherfucking door. And she kept closing the door because...
No, it's true. Like, you're taking it too far. Like, you have to have some common sense
There's
in
no
between
that's what
the godly stuff. Like, you're going too far. You're going too far. Yeah, you can't
so
use
if
that as
you're her friend, and I know y'all can't get to it, but just pray for her. Just tell her.
I wonder what her mother, her father, her relatives, They gotta see through it unless they are just like her. Somebody has some good sense in there. She need a sister like Solange to go up there and fuck him up. That's what she needs. She need she need that other side. It's always two sides, and I hope she has a sister. I'm gonna go down her. Did you really dig into her Facebook?
When
Did
I
you see her parents and?
Yeah, when I digged into it, I just saw all her brokenness. And I know that that's why she's still there. She's so freaking broke, and she's using the word to try to heal herself.
Yep.
He ain't there as a support. Like, he ain't going to church. He ain't talking about God. He don't talk about God. So
He said something the other day that was like about the Bible. Then he was like, to forget the Bible. I was like, how you say forget the Bible? And all she talked about is the Bible. Like, so it's her love language. He knows how to talk to her.
Yep.
But outside, he ain't thinking about that goddamn.
He not.
I mean, Lord forgive me. He's not thinking about the Bible.
He's not thinking about God. He's not thinking about her. He thinking about his next piece of ass. And he gonna
Thank
get
you,
Stacey. Yeah, women attacked her appearance. Yep. So I mean,
I'm gonna go down her Facebook.
I just hope that as more stories come out, because they will, that she doesn't lose herself. And it's like, we don't hit, like, I would hate for this to end in tragedy. That's what I really would hate, because she's believing God for a miracle, for a change, because she believes in her husband. Like, she believes in the words that he's speaking out of his mouth right now. And that
her face is all broken out. I was like, what is going on?
Stressed. She is so broken. And so she just needs some healing, positive vibes sent her way. And because she ain't going to listen to nobody. The more you
No, she's arrogant.
The more
she's almost a little arrogant herself.
So literally, you just got to send her ass to God in prayer. And that's it about that. You just got to uplift her in prayer. And that's that, because look, this is her battle. Her battle is you all. Okay? So.
You kill me when you always say you all. You too.
It ain't, look, her battle's not Derek, y'all. It's you all, okay? It's all of us in her business talking about her shit. It's not Derek, though. The motherfucker who's actually creating the shit, it ain't him.
Right.
Child.
What's his wife's name? Because I'm going to get into it. I'm going to find out everything.
To you.
Okay.
To you.
He got 3. Yeah, he did go up 200, because I looked earlier. It said 3.5. He had 3.7 million people now following him. He's following 5 people.
He ain't gonna be shit after this. He wasn't shit before it. He ain't gonna be shit after it.
That's crazy. Following 5 people. That's insane. Yeah, this is crazy. I want it to go away quietly. I really don't want any of the mistresses to get hurt, because the way the doctor was talking last night, I was like, now you're messing with someone's livelihood, and you never know what can make a person snap. And she's a single woman, and she gave up a lot of dirt last night. She gave up a lot of dirt. And I'm like, he know where you work. He know where you live. I think you should, I don't know. I think there was a way to do it. And she was very big and bold about it. And I just hope that he doesn't, we don't know people. People do, crazy things. And I just hope that she doesn't get hurt, because he put a gag order on her. So Tasha had that interview prior to her gag order. So that was yesterday, Thursday. I think she had that that recording with her since Monday, she said. She said, but the gag order came out yesterday, so she can't speak about him anymore. So they felt good that it was prior to the gag order. So you don't put a gag order out on somebody that doesn't have the truth.
Right.
So for him to go place a gag order with an attorney tells you she has lots of receipts. So these people aren't lying.
She said, I got pictures of him coming in and out of my house. I had pictures of him driving back and forth through.
Yeah, the doctor is one of his mistresses. She's a 32-year-old surgeon that lives in Atlanta. She seems to have it going on according to what she said. She's a surgeon. He comes to her office. She's in surgery. He'll wait for her. He sends her explicit pictures of him jacking off. They've had, she'll go on lunch or whatever, and they go out to his truck and they have sex in the truck. So Tasha's question was like, you see, there is a car seat in his car. Every video is a car seat. She was like, I never really realized. I'm like, what? So these women, you know, I just think that some women, there's not enough men to go around. And I just think sometimes we are just very naive because, again, for her to be a doctor, for her to be manhandled, for her to be talked to the way, she saw that he gets upset sometimes, and you still stay 5 months into the relationship. Those are trigger signs to make you walk away so you don't do 5 years and you stay.
She would have still been there, and
Absolutely.
she may still be there because both of them two are attracted to each other with the shit. Because she said, when she said the part when she went away to her family's house for Christmas or Thanksgiving,
Yes.
and he called her 15 times, and during the 15 times he cussed her out. He told her, bitch, you better answer the goddamn phone. You ain't never gonna answer the phone. And then when he finally talked to her, he was like, you need to get home right now.
Yep.
What?
I felt like she went to Jamaica. She went somewhere.
What?
And he was like, get home.
But you could tell when she said it and how she said it, she felt like, you know, this how he act, like it was no big deal. And, you know, this how he found. And I would say if she came home, but I felt like she came home.
She did.
He gets off on the control of it, and she loved the control that he gave her. Like, maybe that was the only part of her life she has no control over. She controls, and if she's a surgeon, she's the shit in it.
It's very structured, right?
This
was like, this
and
nigga
so
crazy.
he puts it down. He was like,
right.
That's
They all said that. Every last one of them. Did you see the one mistress that came out? Well, she wasn't even a mistress. She said, we were about to have sex, and she said, I said, no thanks. I said, no thanks. She said, because his dick was too big.
Mm.
Oh, are there kids there?
Gina, go. 1 second. Go ahead.
Yeah, she said it was too big. Everybody across the board said, okay, there's no problems there. So when he gets you, that's probably how he get him hooked too. He is great at what he does. He done had a lot of practice. So this is his fantasy. He is going to make you remember him and keep him coming.
Yeah, I'm over here trying to eat and everything because I'm getting twisted off of my drink.
I see you are munching. And who gave you the answer? Somebody over there, it was like trivia. They were like, such and such, his name is such. I was like, who knew the answer? Is that Angelique?
I can't say it's a surprise.
Oh, okay. It is so crazy. So I'm like, I think that's what keeps them, Tomeeka. That sex
I ain't had no dick that good. I'm sorry.
It's good. When you lonely, a 32-year-old woman that can
That's
have
the key word. Say it again. When you're what?
Lonely.
Because, see, I think I'm the shit, okay?
Yeah.
I ain't never had nobody make me feel like, oh, my God, I'm with my family, and this motherfucker just cussed me the fuck out, and shit, I got to get back. What?
That sounds ridiculous.
Stupid as hell. I was listening to this girl.
But she liked it, just like you said. Everything in her life is controlled.
She got all the sense in the world when it comes to that goddamn medical shit, but she got 0 sense when it comes to a goddamn man, okay?
Right. Right. But you know what? We all like, I'm only going to talk for me. Back in the day, I liked the little thug. You know what I'm saying? I had never had anybody abuse me in any type of way. But, you know, it's that edge thing. Like, get over here. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I am way grown now.
I think it's more of a challenge that you want. Do you want somebody physically abusing you? Do you want somebody, you know?
No.
Yes, people, if you're insecure enough, that feels like love, you know?
Right.
So I'm saying, ladies, if you don't get your shit together, when dirt comes knocking, your ass gonna open that goddamn door. Hello?
That's
Because
true.
Dirt knows how to say the right things at the right time, and he knows how to get you in that bed. He knows how to do everything you think you need.
He doing everything.
But
everything.
She said when she was in her house and she was just cooling off because she had been at the hospital all day, lashes off, makeup off. He looking at her like, bitch, ho, time out. You need to go do something about yourself. I'll be back. And she thought that was cute. I'd have been like, nigga, kick rocks.
She thought that was cute and she went and got her shit did. Yeah. And she even said it. Derek liked women that are put together and he liked fat asses. He was like, because I'm Jamaican. She was like, I'm trying to hide mine, but most women are trying to enhance it and get it bigger. She was like, let's be clear, he goes after big asses. So I was like, oh my God, he has a type. He wants you to have your hair done, your eyebrows, your lashes, and you got to have some body because he is bringing it. Trust me, there are a lot of women, and that's why all of these women are caught in this web.
You know why that makes sense? That's why the wife is doing everything against it. That's why she's wearing a bonnet. That's why she's wearing
no makeup.
Why?
It looked like she ain't have no bra on. I was like,
your ass, and you still out here running these goddamn streets. I'ma just be in here however I want to be, and oh well. And he's so fucking greedy. He's okay with that too.
Right.
He's okay with that because he ain't told her to leave. He ain't say, "Oh, bye, bitch, you gotta go."
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I mean, the plot thickens. It just gets. Somebody else entered into the conversation, and Tasha was like, "I can't take no more." It was, what's that girl that got? She didn't get sued, but y'all called her out for her book, plagiarizing her book. B. Simone said something, and Tasha was like, "I need a break." So I don't know if B. Simone got some juice on him, or B. Simone got caught up in the attraction of him. I don't know. I'm like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, and you're right. He will get a TV deal, because if he was on reality TV right now, all of us right now would have our popcorn like.
Because he's a train wreck. He is a train wreck waiting to happen.
Yeah. Right. And that's probably why most people like train wrecks. To your point, Tomeeka, life is so mundane. We've been in the house for a year. Ain't nothing. Okay. You look like you landed in a goddamn plane. She like, go over there. I was looking at your hand. I'm like, what is going on?
Krista, if you say one more thing about the bonnet.
Oh, did she ever take it off? See, I got to go down her Facebook. How she look without the bonnet?
She's decent looking. But you know what? She ain't dressing up for his ass no goddamn more. She ain't got to. For what? Honey,
that's it.
Looking like.
Because no matter what she does, he's,
That's what she's looking like.
Because we always said that men cheat. Here we are. Oh, let me go. Tomeeka, you done got my sister hungry. She's like, I'm about to get me a dance.
I'm sorry, Stacey.
We all say men, we always worry, she ain't even that cute. She ain't even that cute. Let me tell you, the thing down here don't have no face. It don't have no face. So we are doing all of this to be attractive. Men only care about one thing.
And here's the deal.
That's it.
His wife.
Of course they want someone pretty, but that is not the deciding factor if they're going to cheat. Trust and believe. Wife,
he's done so much dirt to her, and he's done, like, apparently they was in threesomes and this, that, and the other. She probably was doing everything to accommodate him. And no matter what I do, and no matter what I do,
not enough.
She's like, I'm done. I'm tapped out. I'm walking around in my bonnet. I'm going to wear Timbs. Look, I'm not fucking dressing up for none of y'all. If the Lord ain't tell me to do it, I'm not doing it. So then he finds that attractive, because guess what? All he's going to do is try to work to tear that shit down to get her back to what he wants. So that's the challenge now for him, because he knows what to say and what to do and how to do it. But she's like, I got my Bible right now. You can't get to me, dude. Okay? So that's why they're still there. It's a challenge for him. She's the challenge. All these other women giving it to him on day 2, right? Now
day 2. They giving it up in a pandemic. First of all, I don't see how people were dating in a pandemic. She said she was walking at Lenox Mall minding her business, and he was like, hey girl, did it for your fucking ass? Hey, I'd like to call you sometimes. Okay. To y'all fucking in 3 weeks, like, and you're
in a pandemic.
In a pandemic. And I don't even think he's that attractive. He would not be my type. That's just me. He would not make me go, okay, here's my number. To each his own. So this is what I'm saying. These women's standards are so low, in my opinion. I'm no expert. I'm just saying, just an opposite sex sex, breathing, walking person will attract someone that is lonely. It's a pandemic. He ain't got to be that handsome. She don't even know what money he has. She don't even know he has money because she ain't even online. So there wasn't much to impress her. I don't know. I just don't get it. It take a little bit more. I don't know. People saying this are so low. Ain't it right? It's too low. What? In Atlanta? And I'm trying to move to Georgia. I mean, I don't know.
Wait, basically, Dirk's on the prowl down there. Y'all be safe out there.
Nope. Pew pew, out of there. But she fell for it. A surgeon. She is in residency. She is, by all accounts, the shit. She got her shit together on paper. But it's always them strong ones that fall the hardest. They just be so naive in life and in situations like, no, boo, no, you didn't work that hard to go for a low life like that. Like,
right.
I don't know.
And then the other girl said she was there with him, his best friend, her best friends at their house, chilling at their pool. Girl, bye.
Well, the wife said she was gone for like a year. So I don't know when she came back into the scene. She was like, well, I did leave at one point and now I'm back. She was like gone for a year. So he probably ran amok. Of course he had people over.
Girl, her faith was strong for that year. She built her faith all the way up to come back to this shit.
He had to been begging. She just come back. You know when we come back, when they be like, okay, I hear you. I'm coming. So he had to be, I miss you. I want my children back. I think he feels closer with her there. There's something that we need to figure out what this phenomenon is called, that he needs to have her, but he still wants to be out there. Other than having your cake and eat it too. I get that.
It's his property. She's his property. Remember, he's a manipulator. He's a stronghold. He likes to dictate. She's a part of his property.
Yeah, he was begging the doctor too. Yeah, There's something wrong with him. He needs help. He want it all.
Mm-hmm. We want his cake and eat it too, like most men.
Uh-huh.
So it's look, y'all, it's a million jerks out there. Okay, be safe. Okay,
Be safe.
be safe. And this is how they get y'all. They figure out who you are. Stop telling them all your business. Okay, stop telling them you love the Lord. See if they love the Lord first. Okay, because he's using God against her at this point. All he's doing is her love language. So y'all stop telling them all y'all business. Let them tell y'all who they are and show y'all who they are. Because all they're doing is getting all the information and using it again. Telling you everything you want to hear, how you want it done. They're becoming everything you said you wanted a man. Stop telling them what you want in a man and just say, the man that's for me is going to know how to be with me. You done gave him the daggone playbook to you, and then when he cheat on you, you don't understand how it happened. You gave him all the resources. Stop giving him all the resources. Let them figure you out. And you start asking all the vital questions. Are you married? If you're not married, are you divorced? Google his ass, okay? The fact that the doctor ain't see him on Google when she said he blocked him, go to your friend's phone. If you can't find his ass, you go to your friend's phone because he can't block all y'all, okay?
Right.
So stop telling them what you want and how you look. Tell God about it, okay?
First of all, him and the doctor are so new, but they've done a lot of stuff. And she's not the only one. Tasha had to tell the doctor, you are not the only, like she was blown away.
She was. She thought he had her feeling like she was it.
Yeah. He is nuts.
Because when you say, I'm looking for a man that's into me, guess what? He's going to call you a million times.
Yeah.
What happened in your last relationship? Oh, that nigga was cheating. He was doing this. Oh, I would never cheat on a woman like you. What? Stop telling them how to get you and let them learn how to get you for real by observing you, by asking about you, by doing the legwork, the work we do to get to know them, okay? We know everything about that ass, okay?
You know what's scary? How gullible these women are. So you know, me as a married woman has to
Separated.
know that these women out there are giving it up for little or nothing. The men don't even have to prove themselves to them. You know what I mean?
What?
That's scary.
Date your ass if you're married. So, nigga, let me explain something to you. Don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. Let me make the choice for myself. I don't need your wife calling me, talking about X, Y, and Z. I disrespected her marriage if I didn't know about her damn marriage. You understand?
Right.
But, dude, if you're telling me y'all not together, but y'all really are together, guess what? I'm calling her and letting her know, ho, come get your boy. He done brought me to your house. This happened to me for real. A guy I was dating took me to his house with his girlfriend. I said, you got 2 seconds to get me out of here, or I will call back to this motherfucker and let her know what her whole house look like. You're not going to disrespect me and her in her place. We're not going to do that. Don't let them do you like that. It's not.
I know, but they would never, Tomeeka. They don't have it.
It's not cute. No, I'm not laying up in your wife's bed.
No, they think that's cute. They'll take pictures of her shit. It has happened.
It's not.
And tell the girl, I was in your kitchen. I got your picture. You remember the one by the stand?
Let me tell y'all why it's
They
not.
think it's cute.
Because karma will get that ass, okay?
Right.
It's not cute.
Right. It will come back. But they really think it's cute. There's no type of loyalty in womanhood. Like women that, and they even know. Some people just do it just because, you know? It ain't my fault. It's his fault. He know he married. I'm not married to her. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, ooh.
The other
There's
one
no
does not
rules.
give your wife anything. That's your marriage. However, as a woman, ladies, okay?
Please.
Look, don't bring me to your wife's house in her bed. Think I'm going to fuck you in her bed. Come here. I will burn it up.
I'm gonna burn this sucker down. I hear you. Yeah, it is not gonna work. He don't work. I think his work is selling books. I think he's not like, you have to understand. He's got 3.3 million plus. So any videos he puts up, he's getting monetization. He's monetizing on YouTube. He's monetizing on what is this, Facebook, and he has a book, and he does speaking engagements. So he makes money. He doesn't have a 9 to 5 that I'm aware of. I think that's how he makes his money.
You know what? Preaching to you all is his 9 to 5. Okay, he's doing good in it. Okay,
Sitting in the car with
car
his mistress house in the back, telling you, you know why he lies, and da 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 da. You know why he know? Because he's that person. He's exactly who he's talking about. So he does have insider information. And one woman went on Shade Room today. How dare you? Because I guess, I don't know if she was on live with him telling him that she saw text messages in her husband or her boyfriend's phone. And she decided to stay and he let her have it. And she was like, really? You going to give me a lecture about finding something out about my man and his text, and went off on me? And here you are doing the same thing. I said, Lord, they letting him have it. It's not going to die for a long time.
John Gray let him have it too in a very Christian way, though.
Who did?
John Gray, the pastor.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
What did he say?
You see what you did? You did what you did, but I ain't bring no video up against you. So, yeah, he's talked about a lot of people, basically, okay?
Yeah.
YouTubing is now a profession. Yes, Crystal, it is.
Oh, yes, it is, Crystal.
It is. He makes a lot.
How many millionaires are just on YouTube making way more money than people really on cable and TV?
Yep.
Trust me, the numbers are staggering.
Yep.
It's a real thing.
Follow our YouTube channel and get us to some Dirk Jackson numbers.
We do. I wish we had his followers.
Yes.
Shit. We'd be doing great. I heard there's $100,000 deal. Oh, really? Recently? He got $100,000 deal with TD Jakes. So he could try and
She headed
heal him.
to her car with the bonnet. Yep, you can be the girl version. Yep.
She could say if she put bonnets out tomorrow, they would sell out.
They would sell. People would buy the bonnets because, people, look, everybody got their stimulus. They need something to battle on, and they would support her bonnet sales.
She would, yes, she would sell out. But she's not that savvy. Unless she got a PR person,
Lord
I
ain't
would be.
sure. But if the Lord just drop a little seed in her head and say, girl, go on and get you some money off of this.
Honey. So I'm glad we saved the best for last, because that was very interesting. Huh?
Ramona says, stick with it. We will get there. We sure will.
We are going to stick with it. Yes.
Yeah, this was fun tonight. We say the best for last. This shit, I'm so over it. Look, I don't want to see another Dirk Jackson anything. I'm gonna pray for his goddamn wife that the veil be lifted. And
here's the thing. She's in such a peculiar space that we really don't know what's going on. She's only letting us know what she wants us to know. I hope she don't snap, because I don't care who you are. Everybody has a breaking point. Yep. And now what she was saying last night contradicts what the doctor was saying, because she made it seem like, I know about all these past things. We've already worked on, and we are moving forward. Mm-hmm. Forward can't be in the present. Like, this shit is happening real time. Yep. The doctor had sex with him on March 18th. She said, I wrote every time we had sex down. The 18th. It's happening now. So even with God and all of that, you made a mockery of me, because you said we were working on these things that were in the past, but they are still present. So we don't know. She might just flip, and we're thinking he might do something to her. She might do something to him. Like, okay, I couldn't, like, she had a breaking point. I don't know. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out, because she could very much hurt him.
She could. Or any woman attached to him.
Honey, you made me think I was the only one. Yeah, it could be really dangerous. Like, affairs of the heart are always sticky. Mm-hmm. Because if that wasn't true, they wouldn't have a show called Snapped. And it's my favorite show. Snapped is for a reason. When you are messing with someone's heart, baby, you will snap. So who's going to snap?
Right.
And how will they snap? Because you can't take it for granted. We might think she's okay. She's like, don't worry, guys. I'm plotting. I got this. He got to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's true.
Yeah. What are you eating?
Chicken.
Oh. Hey, look, you making me hungry. Now I got to go eat.
I'm so sorry, guys. Well, it's been real, people.
Yes. Oh. I'm gonna go get me something to eat.
On IGverse. We don't know what's going to come up next week.
Oh, I know.
Stay tuned.
Last Thursday, we never even had this on our radar. It just keeps falling into our lap.
It does. We knew Monday what we were going to be talking about on Thursday, because this shit just like hit the ceiling.
Yep.
So
thank you all. Thank you.
Everybody safe.
Woo.
Your mask. Don't care what your state say. Wear your mask.
Yep.
Oh,
wear your mask.
Did we talk about little white girl in Brooklyn without the mask who called the boy bitch ass nigga?
Oh, at the counter, like a coffee counter? No, we didn't. They are just really bold. And she said it, and she's like, and I said it. And
she's a teacher. And this bitch is raising 4 black kids, because that's her kids.
I didn't see the kids.
I can't be racist. My kids are black. What? I'm black. I did my DNA ancestry, and she lied about that shit. I am such and such % black. She is crazy.
Is she married to a black man?
I don't know. Her baby daddy's black. I don't know if they married, but her kid's father is a person of color. We don't know if he's black, Puerto Rican, whatever. He's a person of color, because the kids are colored. Here's the deal. We keep telling y'all that people are on their last leg, okay? Of sanity. Leave these white folks and crays alone. If they ain't got no mask on around you, just leave them be, y'all. Because y'all don't know if they packing a weapon. This bitch said, and I said, he's a bitch ass nigga. What? And somebody behind her said something. She said, I said
it. She sure did. She owned it.
She owned it.
That's
the deal.
I said it clear.
What can you do with that?
There's nothing you could do.
She ain't changed her page. She ain't high and she could give two fucks. Okay.
She did block because I tried to follow her. It said unavailable. You can't follow her. It's blocked.
I've seen her. I went down the whole rabbit hole.
Well, before I got there,
she's a
I tried to do it today.
Honey, and she could give two fucks. She been doing this shit all year. What? Yeah. And she y'all public school teacher, okay? She's in the fucking classroom. Why she not fired yet is beyond me, okay?
That's nuts.
Trump her. She's not gonna wear a mask. Fuck a goddamn vaccine. And these are the people you're gonna walk in be in the stores and the lines with. And you're gonna have to pick your battles, okay? When they cray like that, just leave them be, okay? She just crazy. Right. And if you want to make her famous, report her if you want to. She's here for it, okay? Right. Everybody not here for it. I don't know if somebody touched that man in that goddamn grocery store and told him he needed to have a fucking mask on and that's why he shot. I don't know. You understand? People are crazy. We don't know the full extent of their crazy.
Right.
Stay 6 feet apart because if they pull out an
AK-47 or whatever it was, yeah. I think is my sound gone? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah.
I was getting a call.
Okay. That's why I'm getting you an iPad for next week. Because I don't know how you do it.
I'm sorry. I'm back, Dave.
Okay, we going.
Yeah, we're going. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So be careful. It's crazies out there. Some of them packing, some of them aren't. Some of them just bold and beautiful with their shit, like Lil Karen with the in the grocery store. No, the bagel store. Like, let them be great. Let them be great. They're unapologetically who they are. Like, they want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask. Just stay away from their asses, okay? It's America. Yeah. That's what they're saying. It's America. I should be able to do what I want to do. It's not for you to figure it out. It's for the security in that store to figure it out. But you step away because when the security approached him, it's going to get real ugly, okay?
Mm-hmm. So her, the wife saying "helmet of salvation," that is now a hashtag. So the girl that is accusing T.I. is saying goodnight. She said goodnight, hoes, and she's hashtag helmet of salvation is her bonnet. Good night, hoes.
Yes, step away from the crazies. They are all around you. We heard CDC. They're called zombies, okay? They exist.
They do exist.
They
For
do.
real, though.
Eat and be, okay?
All right. I love everybody. Thank y'all for hanging in there. It was a really good week. Next week, we'll be back with more politics, pop culture, news, everything. We cover the gamut, which is, something that we're good at and we like. It's right up our alley. Okay, so everybody enjoy your evening. Tomeeka, I don't know. Is Karen still on here? Karen, we need a picture. I don't know if she's here, but let's hope she is. And I'll take one. If I take one, the things are there, the comments. Let's see. Oh, I really can't get one. If I get one.
Good night, everybody.
Wait. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. Let's hope she has one. But stand still real quick because I can maybe do it. Okay. Hopefully that'll work. Okay. Good night, everybody. Have a good one. Night.